past the fact that they knew him as a young boy, and they couldn't put into terms God incarnate really was God with us, really was Emmanuel. They just couldn't do it. Even with the miracles, they didn't believe it, and so Jesus wasn't able to do hardly anything in his hometown. I want to look at a couple verses here, though. Look at verse 30 in chapter 6. Do you remember when he sent them out? Then they came back, and they're all excited. It says in verse 30, and the apostles gathered themselves together unto Jesus and told him all things, both what they had done and what they had taught. They came back on fire. They were so excited. They went on this little missions trip, right? He sent them out, and they did amazing things in his name, and they came back, and I can't even imagine how excited they were to tell him. I think I feel that a little bit at the end of a good day, a day where I was used of God, a day where I was able to share the gospel with somebody. I'm excited. I have energy that I can't really describe or explain. It just comes from God. I have meat to eat that ye know not of. And I'm excited at the end of the day to say, Jesus, that was fun. Like, that was amazing. Let me tell you what happened. And he's like, I know. I did it. But by the way, go ahead and tell me. Because like a father wants to hear from his child, he wants to hear that from us. And so when these guys came back, I think that he was excited to hear from them. But do you notice as he sent them away, keep reading here, and he said unto them, come ye yourselves apart into a desert place and rest a while, for there were many coming and going, and they had no leisure so much as to eat. And they departed into a desert place by ship privately. And the people saw them departing, and many knew him, and ran afoot thither out of all the cities, and outwent them, and came together unto him. And Jesus, when he came out, saw much people, and was moved with compassion toward them, because they were as sheep not having a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things. So we talked about this. I take great comfort from this, because when I do my part, and I witness to somebody, I minister to somebody, I share the gospel with somebody, I'm done. I can't do much more. I can't do anything else more. Jesus keeps working because he has such compassion for these people. And so we're given that example here. But do you notice what happens in the next verse when the disciples wake up from their nap? I think that's a little bit, maybe that's a bit pejorative to say, but really they kind of woke up from their nap here. It says, and when the day was now spent, his disciples came unto him and said,